guys, we're back, your favorite vegan recipe queens.
Right.
I'm Anj.
I'm Laura, and we are vegan
niche. Struggled on that one. Okay, so obviously, as you can tell by the attire, it is still Super Bowl weekend.
Yes.
And we are going to be making some wings.
Yes.
Specifically some vegan cauliflower wings.
Because Anj looked up what is the #1 food
Yes.
for Super Bowl weekend. It's chicken wings. We're not doing chicken wings, we're doing cauliflower wings.
Yes, and it is going to be delicious. Yeah. Don't start with us. We will make them so tasty, so crispy. Hopefully, this is actually going to be a recipe that we're kind of making up
on the fly
ourselves. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be good though.
Yeah.
So
okay, so what do we need?
A cauliflower head. This one is giant, and I'm so glad because the more the merrier.
Yeah, and cauliflower usually shrinks down anyway, so.
Yes, definitely it shrinks. All right, I'm just gonna take off all the green stuff and chop it up into bite-sized pieces.
I guess you want them big enough though that they're easier to dip, right? They're not
you want them like wing-sized, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Mom will be making the batter. Basically, we're gonna be coating these. So this will be kind of the base of the wing, and then we'll have a batter. We're gonna make it all baked and crispy. So that calls for some gluten-free flour.
You could use regular flour if you're not
oh yes, of course.
intolerant. Yeah, but since in our family we're doing gluten-free.
And we're using Pamela's, our favorite gluten-free flour blend. She's gonna be putting in
about 2/3?
Yeah, 2/3 a cup.
2/3 cup of flour.
2 tablespoons of cornstarch.
Okay.
And then 3/4 cup of milk. So any milk you enjoy, cashew milk, soy milk, or whatever you want to. We're using soy. This is like a lot of green stuff on this guy. And I'll just be throwing these in a separate bowl.
We have differing knife. Everyone has their favorite knife.
Yes.
And my favorite is the one that is most recently sharpened. Because it's a pet peeve. So
I like the small ones.
Yeah.
They're easier to handle.
Okay, so I will mix up some milk into the flour and cornstarch.
You don't want it too watery, you don't want it too floury, just enough that it really nicely coats it without being too thick.
Yeah.
I did try making this last year and the batter was just way too thick, and so it didn't actually cook all the way through. It was kind of like gummy inside. So we will be avoiding that in the future. We're gonna be putting 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce into the batter.
I'm just gonna guesstimate.
Okay.
2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
And then the rest will be spices. We're gonna add the staples, obviously, salt, pepper, garlic, and some onion powder. I feel like that's a staple.
Okay. This is what gluten-free flour does. It goes really thick, really fast. So I'm sure if you're using regular flour, you know, that'd be fine. I think we should add a little
bit more milk.
A little more milk. Yeah, just so that it's, here, I'll try and see if I can get the right consistency.
So the staples, as I said.
Salt. What do you think?
Salt, to your desire, but let's try half a teaspoon for now. You could always salt more later. The worst thing is just adding too much salt, so then you can't really go back.
Right, okay. Half a teaspoon of salt, check.
Yeah. And then garlic, lots of garlic.
What do you think?
At least a teaspoon.
Okay. Teaspoon of garlic. Check. Onion powder, I'm just guesstimating, I'm gonna do a teaspoon.
Okay.
We've got smoked paprika. Oh, this is so tasty. I really like smoked paprika. So how about a half a teaspoon of smoked paprika? Okay, if I do anything wrong, you just let me know.
Mom, you can't really go wrong with spices unless you don't add enough.
Right, okay, so we've got pepper. I'll do 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like 16 shakes. Okay, we also have Montreal chicken spices, and so I don't know, this probably has onion powder and garlic powder and herbs and spices, so, you know, this is optional, but I'm sure it'll taste good. If you had Montreal steak spice or...
I think they'll just kind of round out all the flavors.
Yeah, because we want this to be tasty. We don't want them to be bland.
Of course not.
Okay, so I'll do a teaspoon of that in there. We got cayenne pepper. I'll just give it a couple of shakes. Okay, so I've got this little piece. Let's give it a try. We'll batter it up.
Because we don't want it too thick.
Yeah.
It is looking a little thick.
A little thick, okay.
Yeah.
So this one, we will put off to the side and add a little more milk.
Sorry, little guy. We won't be using you today.
Yeah, well, we can cook them up and see.
Yeah.
Who knows, maybe it'll turn out actually better.
The one piece is better than all the rest.
We'll fight over the one piece of cauliflower wing.
Next step, adding the batter. So we'll just pour it on, I guess, and mix it around. Hopefully this is a good, oh, look at that, glooping on.
I think it's gonna be fabulous. Good. Okay, and I have,
this is looking like a mess.
I've got a couple of pans here and put on some parchment paper. Oh, it's looking good though. I don't think it looks too battered.
Bad.
Yeah, this is actually, so the amount that we've made seems to be pretty good for a large cauliflower head.
Yeah, nice ratio. What do you think? This is decent, decently mixed?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look too much. It doesn't look over battered.
Yeah, all right. Now I'm just gonna dump them on. When they're all spread out and ready and looking good, you're gonna pop them in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. We will be taking them out again and then kind of double coating them with a barbecue thing and like some cornflakes to make them extra crunchy and crispy. But for now, yeah, we're gonna pop them in. Okay, so they're out of the oven. They've been in there for, oh wow, steamy, 20 minutes. We will be baking them for another 15 minutes after this, but just right now, we will be coating them with some barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of barbecue sauce you would like. And I'm just gonna dump it on there. Just needs to be enough to like coat the whole thing. Oh yeah, that looks good. We'll see how that does. All right, also we did a taste test of these and they need a little bit more salt, so obviously taste yours, see how they're doing. Do you wanna grab the salt?
They're looking good though.
And it actually smells really good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll dump them back on there.
So they're at this stage. Now we want them even crunchier, so.
Yes. We got some Panko breadcrumbs and we've just crushed them up a little bit more with a rolling pin.
Oh, we're gonna use them all anyways, you might as well get it dirty.
Both of our hands are dirty now.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Oh, we got all of that crispiness on there.
They look phenomenal.
There we go.
Okay, so we're gonna put them in how long for more?
15 minutes,
15
but
minutes?
yes, obviously you taste them, see how they're doing and decide. All right, so we pulled these ones out of the oven. This is one of the two batches. We left the others in just to see if they'll crisp up a bit more. So we tasted them and they aren't as crispy as I would have hoped they would be.
Yeah, they're really tasty, but they're just not.
Flavor is there. The flavor is there.
So we left the next tray in. We're gonna leave it in, we put it at 350. We're gonna leave it in another 10 minutes and we'll see how that goes. But anyways, we'll give this one a taste test. Here, let's see.
I mean, it actually does look really good.
Yeah.
Oh, and we do have some dips right here. We have this mumbo sauce, which tastes so good. I think it'll taste awesome together.
Yeah.
And we also have this chipotle mayo sauce.
Yeah.
So let's just taste it maybe alone first. Oh yeah, it's still good. Mm-hmm. I like it. I really like it.
Okay, and now with some dipping sauce.
I honestly think the sauce is gonna make it. This sauce, oh my goodness, both of these are so good. You don't even know.
Okay, so we didn't use any oil on this, did we?
No,
There's no oil in these. There's no oil in this one. Was there oil in this one?
Nope.
So although it's sugary, there's no oil in it.
Obviously, you can tell Mom is a die-hard Chiefs fan. But if you're rooting for the opposite team, don't hold that against us. I mean, we don't really like that you're cheering for the other team, but we won't hold it against you either.
Yeah.
I really think you should try these out.
Buccaneers fans will still like cauliflower wings.
Yeah.
They're really good. Okay, we're just gonna wait a couple more minutes. We're gonna see what the other ones are like, and we'll let you know what ones we prefer. Mm-hmm. The tips just make these
I know, isn't that so good?
Yeah, they're both so good on this.
Mm-hmm. I just keep switching back and forth.
Mm-hmm. I can't tell what one I like better.
I know. As you can see, we got the crispier ones.
Yeah.
We also flipped these ones halfway through.
Yeah.
Just to see the difference there.
Yeah.
They're still kind of hot.
I mean, these ones are absolutely delicious.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They still are crunchy. But these ones here,
They look good.
let's see,
Still hot.
definitely crunchier.
Yeah, honestly though, I would be 100% fine eating either one of these.
Yeah.
They're good little bites.
You will definitely want to make these on Super Bowl.
Yeah. If you watched this, please let us know what you thought. We think that these are amazing, but we would love to know what you think about this. Let us know if you tried it. Thank you again for joining us today.
If you've tweaked this recipe at all yourselves, we would love to hear. Comment below.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Hey,
Is there any guacamole left?
did you eat the whole thing? Could you? We'll say guac unpictured as it was stolen and eaten.
Dad is gonna love these.